What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and this is ACC, where today we're racing on the competition server. We got a 45-minute race. We're racing in the rain here at Brands Hatch, driving the Porsche 911 2 GT3R, the one that doesn't try and kill you quite as often. According to the weather forecast there, the rain should have let up, but still looks like it's going to be raining throughout this race. So this is my second race in the competition system. My first race I did last weekend at Bathurst, and it was a thing. And by a thing, I mean there was a wreck in turn 2, and I saw no one else the rest of the race, and it was very boring. But that's neither here nor there. So hopefully this race goes a little bit better and is a little bit more exciting. So we'll just try and settle in here and actually get a feel for what this is all about here. So we got, we're wrecking. We're wrecking. We're still wrecking because, you know, brakes. Who needs them, right? Who needs brakes? Not like there's a wreck right in front of you at all. Just pile on in there. It works out 75% of the time, 95% of the time, right? Fortunately, this game seems to have the world's least sensitive damage model. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but I feel like every time I've damaged a car in this game, it's been pretty inconsequential.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Okay, just pretend I'm not there, guy. Just pretend I'm not there. I mean, you're a bit all over the place, but, you know, I'm sure in 45 minutes we won't get past you. It's all right. It's all good. Like I said, I'm in no hurry here. That race I did at Bathurst was in changeable conditions. Forecast little widget there in the lower right-hand corner was saying that for basically the first 30 minutes of the race it was scheduled to rain on the grid, and then 2 laps in it stopped raining, and it's like, well, that's fun. So that was definitely a bit of a bummer. For those of you guys wondering, I started that race in like 6th place and ended up finishing 3rd. Actually, it's probably a little bit further back than 6th place, but it was somewhere thereabouts, you know, typically mid-pack as I typically did. So that's my thing.
This is me, your personal best. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Just make him a little bit wide because I know that guy missed the corner the last 2 times.
Yellow flag. Be careful there.
Alright, let's run away. Traction control down a little bit. Looks like by the end of this race, it is going to dry out and stop raining. But I think by then the track should still be damp enough that
Well done, mate. Your fastest lap so far.
making a pit stop is going to be well out of the question. You know, tire management and all that, making sure we don't melt the tires. Thank you, Porsche Magic Grip Hacks. Now, one thing I don't understand with these races, I just don't understand the schedule and all that, which means I go into these races and I'm just not prepared. For example, the fuel. I'm pretty sure I am well over-fueled for a 45-minute wet race. But doing the calculations and getting an actual accurate fuel number and all that for the conditions, and it's like with a 5-minute practice, you really don't get a lot of time to figure it out.
Yellow flag is active. Well done, mate. Your fastest lap so far.
Slippy.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Hopefully that doesn't mean we're about to end up running the rest of this race in no man's land. That would be pretty lame. See if we can follow this guy, maybe learn a thing or two. I really haven't driven all that much in these conditions in this game recently, so still very much a learning, work in progress type thing. Because generally, if I'm playing this game and I'm racing in the rain, I just go straight to full on, you know, monsoon, because that's just the kind of guy I am. But this is obviously wet, but not full-on wet. Maybe we just need to try and brake a little bit later. Trust that there's more grip there than what I think.
Yellow flag is active.
Find some time out here. We'll find some time. I have more faith in the ABS to do what ABS does.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 3. Well done, mate. Personal best.
traction control a little bit more. So I am just running the default included wet setup, so. Oh, that was a terrible corner. Got the other traction control as well.
Yellow flag ahead, charging front.
Sure, some of you guys out there are like, what are you doing? Bad idea. Probably. Very well, maybe. I'll end up hitting a random puddle and then I'll die. You know, that's 10 things that tends to happen. Oh, that does feel a good bit better there. Definitely feels like the traction control wasn't kicking in nearly as much there. Woo! This guy in the red McLaren got some damage. See, he just scampered off into the distance, and then here he is, and the guy that was in front of me here.
This is me, your personal best.
Seems to be giving him the business there, you know. But you know what? I don't mind. Y'all can keep battling. That'd be great. That'd be very great. You know, hi boys. Remember me? I'm the slow guy that you all passed. I am back to have my revenge for the slow drivers all over the world. One thing I would really appreciate, some of you guys who, this is, you know, your main game, please explain to me like how these systems work. I'm not talking about the rating systems in the game. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Ugh. Yeah, too greedy there. Saw the opportunity coming down the hill on corner exit there, and got to get through the corner first. But do these races split, and what determines the splitting, if so? Because like, given that this is only my second race, and given my experiences on the public server environment, like, am I racing with higher level drivers because of my ratings that I have already? Or is it purely determined off of the CP rating? So like I'm just thrown into, you know, like rookie server with other people that are new to the competition environment. So far, some good racing here. Come on, Porsche grip cheese. Because I'm guessing the system probably goes off of your pace rating, but I could be wrong. which makes me want to spend less time trying to hot lap for the leaderboard challenges. But to be honest, I really don't care who I'm racing with. I just want good quality racing. That's really all I'm here for. If I'm racing against the lowliest of the scrubs here in ACC, but I'm having fun, got a smile on my face, fine by me. I must not be the scrubbiest of the scrubs because we are in 5th place here, so. Good corner exit. But is the Porsche just a total dog down the straights? Apparently. Can't see. There's a car in my way. The other thing is, racing drivers with 212 ping. Oh boy, this is gonna be a challenge to get by this guy, I can tell. I feel like we just don't have the straight line speed even when we get a run. Unless we weren't actually getting a run and it was just the latency involved between the two of us making it look like I was getting a better launch coming off of the corner. Yeah, it's got to be the latency there because it looks like we were eating them up, and then all of a sudden this car just gains like 5 miles an hour all in one go there. Let's get this corner right here.
Car on the left.
Okay. Yeah.
Clear on the
Yeah.
right.
Just close the door when there's a car there. Yeah. Yeah. Good idea. Good idea, dude. Oh, man. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Well, at least he wrecked himself. Like, if you're just going to come on over and just decide, hey, I'm going to take all of the track width when there's a car to my inside, like, get out of here with that. Yeah, getting past it in that position sucks, but don't flub the corner before it. Or alternatively, use your frickin' mirrors and your frickin' omnipresent helicopter app thing. Ah. Now we're time worrying about. That is until he inevitably comes out and wrecks me. It's Brands Hatch and GT3 cars after all. Not like that's ever happened before. This track isn't nearly as wet as I'd have thought it would be. Yeah, that's one of the things with racing sims that I feel always sucks. In the wet and changeable conditions. Like, how wet is a question that very much needs an answer, but at the same time, it's often very difficult to ascertain just how wet the wet is, because it just comes down to, you know, textures and what did the developer choose to use to represent. You know, a wet piece of pavement versus a dry piece of pavement. For example, that race I did at Bathurst, I didn't even realize that there was a dry line forming until all of a sudden it just kind of popped into existence. I'm like, oh hey, this track is still wet, it's drying. Because to be entirely honest, it wasn't really driving like it's a wet track. And at the same time, you know, the pavement didn't look noticeably damp. At the halfway mark, and we are way overfueled. Burned 30 liters of fuel, so we got basically 30 liters too much on board. Would have been good to know in hindsight. It's definitely a fairly substantial amount to be off. Good news is, though, as the top Porsche right now, we can go ahead and feel like, no, the BOP, you know, it just wasn't favorable, you know, give us an extra...
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Extra, you know, 75 horsepower through the air restrictor, you know, like, you know, it'd be fair, you know? I mean, am I wrong, though? Am I wrong, though? You know, this is what happens when there's like nobody around me in my pace. Like, I just get very erratic with my driving, and I start putting the car in the grass for no reason.
Yellow flag in sector 1. There's a slow car up ahead.
Turn traction control down even further. Basically, we've got the traction control at a medium level on the stage 1, which is how soon it engages, and then we turned it down in terms of the amount that it engages. So when TC does kick in, it won't kick in as hard, which might be beneficial. Oh, is that the Nissan that ran into the back of me on lap 1 because he forgot that when there's a wreck in front of you, you slow down for it? Same guy?
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Slow car ahead.
And the slow car is me! Alright, we gotta get our act together here. We wanna maintain the top 5. Start pushing here. Stop screwing around. Range should be ending probably any time now. This one will probably have 10-12 minutes or so roughly. The drying track. And we'll still be on wet tires, so. Oh yeah, really regretting not making that TC change earlier. You know, one of those things though, gotta get the experience.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Gotta get the experience on this platform, though. Where I come from, it never rains. That's an iRacing joke.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Yeah, I just realized that, you know, Paddock Hill Bend there is a corner that I always forget how to take, and then I just realized, duh, I remember what it was. You brake at the orange thing on the left side of the track. There's an end of the barrier on the left side of the track. It's got the little orange marker thingy on it. And like that's the brake point that you cue off of. And for whatever reason, I figured that out one day, and I just can never friggin' remember it. So every time I go to Brands Hatch, I'm just like zero confidence through there. Let's see if I get the right button for the windshield wipers. Hey, not that it matters, you know. Wiper, please. Please. Apparently I was playing around with the lights. Yep, see, told you.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Losing to the car ahead in sector 1. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Now the question is 12 minutes. It's dry. Well, the track isn't dry, but it's not raining. How big of a factor are the tires going to be? Apparently this car doesn't have a tire temperature monitor on it like the other ones do. Tires off to him. Troll. Yeah, come on in, make a pit stop. 12 minutes left. Pit stop that's going to take you like 50 seconds. Go ahead and do that. Work out well for you. How that works out for you. P.S. Good luck building heat in those tires. You're gonna need it. This guy behind me, he's closing in. Porsche Magic grip hacks is worn off. Not that it was ever really evident in this race. You know. Ooh, that rear tire's heating up. Need to find some wetness. Alright, that looks nice and refreshing right there.
Again, in the car ahead in sector 2. Well done, mate. Your fastest lap so far.
see, like the track surface right now, it's obviously clearly wet. You know, because of the fact that it just was raining for 40 minutes. But it really, you know, it doesn't jump out as, oh, hey, that is obviously, you know, super wet. Gonna get us. He's just so much faster right now. Go ahead and arm the windshield wiper for the inevitable spray. We can still make a go of it. Not the easiest track to pass on in these cars, that's for sure. As long as we don't make it easy on him. See, here's where it gets tricky because moving offline is not going to be the move. Staying where the track's drying out should be grippier. Just need to focus. Focus on not making any errors, opening up the door for him, making his job easy. Basically saying, screw the tires. I mean, realistically, what are we going to do? We're on the wrong tires anyways, because I think at this point, slick tire would be well and truly optimal. But 5 minutes left. You know, obviously that's not gonna play out ever. See, this is why I laugh at the people that anytime this game comes up, it seems like people are always like, oh, you got it, 27.5 PSI, 27.75. Like, you don't race in a perfect world. You race in the world that you get. Like, please do tell how I'm supposed to set the tire pressures to be absolutely perfect in these changeable conditions where I got a car on my bumper. There are the good pressures during the rain, you know, throughout the main part of the race, but you know that it is what it is. You know, you can't. Can't really do anything about it. At some point, you just have to worry about driving the car. I don't know. I really just think sometimes people just get too wrapped up in setups and finding things that are optimum. And they forget that. The reason the fast guys are the fast guys is not just because of the setup. The fast guys are the fast guys because they are fast. Well, guys, we definitely have enough fuel in it. We're good to go. Grip's definitely giving up the goose there at the rear end.
Gaining on the car, heading sector 1. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Here's the thing, does this game have tire blowouts? Suppose we'll find out, right? They're gaining on the guy in front of us. I don't know if we're going to have enough time, but the gap is coming down. Guy might have just backed off a little bit. Search for some grip. Well, at this point, I think, yeah, because now I can see a drying line. Again, it just kind of pops into existence.
Car on the left.
Cover that off. Back it up a little. Lay the power on. Tires are definitely G-O-N-E. One more lap. I screwed it up. He did too, though. Got traction control down even further. Potential podium in sight. Alrighty.
Neither has finished the race.
Must be out of fuel. Must be out of fuel. All right, one more corner. One more corner. Let's bring home podium. Yes! Oh man, that was a good race right there. That was fun.
Now bring it back home safely. Car on the left.
Like I said, I 36 liters too much fuel. I think we could have made our job a bit easier there by not carrying a. God, how much would that be? A lot of fuel, a lot of extra weight. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. All right, bye.